Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Hello. It's been a few days since you and I have chatted. I am happy to be here with you. Let me update you with my cancer. First off, things are going well. I go today for day five of my radiation treatments. I'm having 20, a total of 20 is what it ended up being. 10 on the back, the T4, and 20 on the breast. So I've been feeling good. I haven't really, I don't know, I almost feel guilty because I feel good. I feel really good. And it's just a few minutes. You know, I go 5 days a week. I'll be going here in just a few minutes for my treatment, and then I will come back and we'll finish the video. But yeah, I'm very grateful. I don't know where it's going to go after here. According to my cancer doctor and others, my cancer is not curable. They're just trying to manage it and to maintain so that I can get hopefully some years before it decides to take me. And I honestly feel, you guys, and this is not I'm not trying to do this as a believe what I believe or, you know, anything other than just my own. This is just me, what makes me tick. And I absolutely feel and believe that I will be here doing and sharing and just living and loving as long as the Lord wants me here. I do believe in God. I believe in my Savior Jesus Christ and in the Holy Ghost. And I have many of the same beliefs as many of other Christians believe. But for those that don't believe in Jesus Christ or even believe in God, that's okay. And I'm not trying to push me on you. You have your own way of living and doing, and I respect that. But this is just me, and I feel like I have a purpose and a mission. It's different. It's different than the mission that hubby and I had planned on. That's for darn sure. But in many ways, I'm just so grateful. Had it not happened the way it did, I don't know that I would have drawn as close to so many of you. Isn't it funny how things work out? And yet there's always something beautiful. There's always something to just be so grateful for, regardless of how you believe. Life is good. Life is good. And I believe that all of us, or most of us, I'll say that, most of us believe in good things and want to live good and happy lives and treat others with respect and dignity. And I just want you to know how much, again, I know I'm just such an old, I'm just a boring repeat, but I love you guys. I really do. I love you. I think about you. I pray for you. And I hope that you are having an amazing day today, or evening, or night, or, you know, etc., whenever you're viewing this video. So I just wanted to kind of give you an update there. So it's not like I'm going to pray for a miracle and my cancer is going to be healed. I honestly don't feel that I should do that for whatever reason. I believe that the miracle is just that He's allowing me to live and to love and to create and to craft and to share and just I'm good physically. I mean, sure, I have aches and pains just like all of you. You know, we all have stuff, right? But in spite of the stuff, and aging isn't like, oh, yay, I'm aging. I'm getting old. But it's okay. It's okay. It's just part of the natural cycle of life, you know? So, okay. So enough about that. So if those of you that have just joined for the update, there you go. But I hope you'll continue and stick with us for a little bit. So I am continuing to work on my little fall journals. I have sent 4 or 5 in the mail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've sent 5 out so far. And I am I'm deciding to cheat to try to get the rest of these out in the mail. And Gail, if you're listening at all, you're right, girlfriend. You really are. Lists are just as stressful. I told myself, you know, I'll have a list and I'm not promising anybody anything anytime soon. And none of you have put pressure on me for that, by the way. None of you. You've all been amazingly wonderful. I put pressure on myself. It's like, well, they wanted the fall journal and it's getting fall. And if you're really you're not gonna make them wait several months in a year or whatever. Are you really, Ronda? Really? And so then I'm like, okay, gotta get it done. And so I am introducing my cheating today. I'm working on 3 more journals, maybe 4. And I'm gonna kind of do it simultaneously, you know, work on the same page 3 times, etc., a little bit. I'm not saying that we'll do that completely, but in the interest of getting these done and out, and I have enjoyed it. And I don't want those of you that are still waiting, it's coming, and I'm not, please don't think that I'm putting pressure on you or that don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I'm happy to do it. It's been super fun. It really has. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll get going on that. And then I have some other things, other projects that I want to work on. That's the thing. I want to get these done so we can get working on some other fun things too. So let's go ahead and switch up our view. And as you can see, I have me a mess. And I have a special thank you that I want to give a shout out to a lovely lady. Carol, you know who you are, hun. See what I'm holding in my hand? This wonderful subscriber friend, just the sweetest thing ever. She messaged me through Etsy and said that she'd noticed that I said I was looking for small journals, you know, to do up with these journals, and she'd asked about some other things that she had some that she could send the Reader's Digest, and I said, oh, that's a little too big, but thank you so much. I'm looking for 4" by 6". And the next thing I know, a couple of hours later, she messages me and she said, I found 25 a set of encyclopedias. Do you want them? And anyway, she went to an antique store and she looked for me for some books that would work, and it was a reasonable price, and so she got them for me. She packaged them up. She shipped them to me, and I already have them in hand, these wonderful little encyclopedias. And so, Carol, thank you. I wanted to give that just a really nice shout out to her for that kindness that was above and beyond. And look, they're aged and delicious and yeah. So I'm totally happy. So 1935 was the most recent copyright. So I will be able to do a lot more of the little journals. And I think the next small journals that I do, they're going to be Christmas. So anyway, just wanted to give that shout out. And as you can see, I have already started. And this is before I decided I was going to go do 3 at once. So now I have to do 2 more covers. But as you can see, and I have a video on how I do, how you can add a cover, a spine, if you need to. And I have put end papers, new end papers in here, and just given this a nice finished look. And I covered up the encyclopedia with fabric and another strip of fabric. So I'm just thinking this is very cool. Okay, so that being said, let me show you what I've got so far to go in. And I have shown you on some of my recent videos, you know, that I have taken some pages. I've coffee dyed a lot of this to give it just a little more of a vintage feel to it. And so I decided to add to the page. And I've done this before, and I think I've shown you some of that. So this was the first one that I did, adding a page, and this is fabric. That I found, guys, hang on just one sec. Let me deviate. So, hubby and I were just out for a drive the other day, just for fun. And we went to an antique market that's, antique is a very loose sense of the word because it's really not so much antiques. But they have some, but it's a fun little store. And we walked through it, and then I came across these bundles of fabrics in plastic, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, let's take a look. So I bought this bundle for $4. And I have 2 fat quarters. Okay, not fat quarters, the whole quarter. And I've used a little bit of that. And most of it had already been pre-washed. These are gorgeous, right? Vintage, gorgeous. This has not been pre-washed, but it's also just a pretty print. So I ended up getting 5.5 yards, guys, 5.5 yards for $4. Yeah. And I may have to go back because they had some other bundles. Oh, the trials and tribulations, right? Okay, so just had to share that with you. Okay, so I did the first one, and then I did a couple more pages, and I decided to kind of ruffle them just a little bit, just for fun. So we've got those ready to go. And that came from, do I have it out here? I'm trying to show you how fun and simple it is to decorate some different types of things, okay? This is just a small little atlas, and that's what these have been made from, is coffee dyeing and then ripping, and then folding so that I have, like that. So super, super simple. And this is not like a vintage anything, but you can make it look really fun. Okay. So, and then I got from another little book, and if I come across these ever again, they will absolutely be on my list of grab them. So it's just a little pocket book, pocket full of knowledge, butterflies and moths. And it didn't cost me $6.95. That's the price here, but this was in a thrift store. So I picked it up for practically nothing. And then what I have done is I'm doing fall journals, right? So I coffee dyed these again, and I've added a little bit of washi to give a little bit of strength and sturdiness. And then this one had a picture of a mountain view instead of butterflies like they do. Oh, I'm sure there'd be more here, but yeah, like something like this. So I covered that, and this is from Rachel with Roxy Creations, and this is from her summertime, actually, and some of her summertime fit perfectly with what I feel like is fall-ish. So I covered that, and there you've got some more fun inserts, little pages that are a little different, than what we see all the time. And then she said, this one, 2,000 Plants, DKAHS Great Plant Guide. This was a library, and it was withdrawn, and so obviously it was expensive in the beginning, but I got it for next to nothing. And I have been using this a lot, and I will continue to do so. And let me show you what I did. I just did this up yesterday. So I've been careful about pulling them out, so I get the 2-page. So I can use that. This is just about the right, it's a little smaller, but it's just almost 4 inches. So it's about the right size for my, in fact, it's a little bit bigger, so I will have to take off a little bit on the edge, which will be absolutely fine. But this is kind of how they come. Usually, this is a good example. And I believe I've shown you what I did with one of these. I had cut out other images and put other images, so you had just a whole bunch of floral images. This time what I did, and I will move that out of the way. It's just so exciting to get some pages done, I'm just getting them done. Okay. So this time I coffee dyed them, and then I covered with just regular copy paper, just glued copy paper, so you have all this writing. I thought that would be a fun thing too. So you got all this writing space. So I wanted to do one of those for each journal. Excuse me. Yeah. So got that done. And then she said, I have an Apple book that I picked up long time ago, and it doesn't appear that I have the actual book close by, but It's like this, and it had, all it is pictures of apples, like this. And apples are fall, right? So I thought what I would do with this one is we would go ahead and not on this particular page, because it doesn't need it, but more on a plain page, that we'd go ahead and put an over in the journal, and then they could write on it. You know, I think there's, you know, you can have quite a bit of writing space on that, or they can cut it up or do whatever they want. But I thought that might be kind of a fun little addition. Excuse me, my goodness. Let me take a sec and get a little drink of water, see if that will help. And I have, do you recall the video where we made these pockets? So I've got these ready to go. So there'll be one in each journal, and maybe two, depending. I may put, these journals will have 2 signatures, like I have been doing. The size is just too small to do more than 2, really, unless I only put like 2 or 3 pages in each signature. So we've got those ready to go. Here's another one that I just did. Was it yesterday or the day before? I forget. Okay. And then I have one more little something that I've prepared that I want to show you. Okay. So I have these little bits of paper. I took them off a rather large ledger and trimmed it down. I used it for another project. It doesn't matter. But this is what I have left. And so I thought it could make a perfect page for our little fall journals. Now, these are Barbara's with 49 dragonflies. These are her pretty prints, her fall. I thought that was beautiful. So you get some vintage stuff going on. And yeah. So anyway, these are fun. So there'll be one of those for each of the journals. And I think, my dears. Oh, here's one more item, but I haven't, I'm not sure where I'll put this one. I just made a pocket out of an envelope, right? This is just the standard. I used one of these and cut it down. This is what's left, so this can make a pocket. So we don't throw it away, right? No, don't throw it away. So anyway, I have this journaling card, or tag, I guess would be a better term. And I have this pocket that I've created from vintage papers. Oh, love this font. Oh my goodness, guys. Isn't that pretty? Oh. Anyway, so I only have one of those. Now I created, remember the pockets that I showed you in one of my recent videos, and I'll try to remember to link that. These turn into these when you're done decorating. So that's kind of how they start. So I've got enough that I can do 3 for those. And then I've got some wonderful tags ready to go as well. This is going to be fun. I need to do, let's see, I got to measure that. Measure. And I'll tell you the story on this. Ooh, yes. Oh, but I don't know about this one. Let's check this one. Oh, dang it. Maybe. We'll see. This is just a smidgen over 4 inches. We'll see. I might be able to trim that just a teeny little bit. I had made these for another journal that wasn't as wide, and I forgot that it wasn't as wide, and so I put these tickets, and I'm thinking I'm kind of in love with this ticket idea of folding them and making a little tab. But anyway, it was way too, it poked out like this from the book. And so I was like, okay, gotta wait for another journal. So I've got 2 of those, so I can make another one of those. And I'll make a whole bunch more of these. Because, you just can never have enough tags. So I've got a lot of other fun, papers and things that we can use. So I am going to, let's see, I'm going to put my video on pause. I have to go here pretty soon to well, if it was a group of us ladies just in a room, I could share with you, but I better be polite and not share too terribly much. Oh, anyway, so we've got a lot of stuff to work on. So when I come back, I think I'll decide on a page or something that we'll just do 1 or 2 little somethings. I know that this video is going to be just a bit longer, and for those of you that don't like long videos, just fast forward. And for those of you that enjoy the long videos, then it's going to be a long video. This is the other thing I wanted to show you. These are Barbara's, her coffee bubble prints, and I have printed them on tracing paper. Crinkle, crinkle. Very much like glassine. And then these others are from Rachel, Roxy Creations, but they're also on this wonderful thin paper. I am so excited. Not sure how I'm going to use them yet in our little journals, but we're gonna guys. So this is just gonna be fun play. Now it may simply be that I'll fold them up and put them in pockets or tuck spots for writing, because you can absolutely write on this paper. Not every pen, but you can. There are a variety of pens that will absolutely write on this. Oh gosh, this is so cool. I'm in love. I'm in love. All right, so let's just bring it all down here. We're just gonna play and just kind of get going here. So for you, it'll just be right now, but for me, it's gonna be in a couple hours or something. I won't be gone that long, but I have a couple of other things to take care of too. So hang in there. Don't go anywhere. I will be back. Okay, that was fast, right? Not for me. Oh my goodness, it's been several hours. All right, so let's get going. I wanted to just decorate a little bit with you here, just showing you kind of how I'm doing some things. Okay, so these pages I took from the gutted book, the encyclopedia, and I'm going to strengthen them. In case you haven't seen how I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and we'll work on this just a little bit. Let's see. We've got lots of little strips, and let me get a glue page out. So the idea of strengthening the pages is, they can rip fairly easily as they are paper. They're older, but I don't want to take away the charm, if you will. But I do want to strengthen them. And so for that reason, I am just not necessarily doing a lot of what do I want to say? Quiet neutrals. Just, covering them with neutrals, just so that, I don't know, just because I kind of like that look. That's not to say that you couldn't. I mean, you do what, you do you. If you are a bright girl or a guy, and I can certainly be bright, I definitely love those too. And working with fall, you could certainly do some fall things around the edge as well, which could be, very nice also. I'm just kind of doing what, just what feels good, what feels nice to help give a little strength to a page, but also just kind of adding a fun, eclectic touch or look, if you will. I like that. And I love, 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 love my papers that are thinner. I just love things like the tracing paper and the oh gosh, my brain, I think my brain stayed at lunch, guys. Onion skin, that's what I'm trying to think of. You guys, I bit the bullet and I ordered a whole ream of onion skin paper. It says it's smooth, so I don't know if it will have that really fun decal that we love, with onion skin, but still, it was expensive. But I just, it was like, I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm just biting the bullet and I'm going to order it. So I did. So I'm excited. I don't know when it will come. I do not know. We shall see. But whenever it is, I will be ready to open it up and welcome it to my home and use it thoughtfully and with, certainly not going to just do any old thing with it, but going to have special projects and things with it. So I don't know what it is about paper. Are any of you in love with paper? I know, doesn't that just, even as I say that, I'm just like, Ronda, what are you talking about? That just sounds so strange, so weird. but I just love papers. And I have been probably, this looks like this little area didn't quite get, so let's give that another little whoopsie. I don't know. I've always enjoyed paper for some reason. And so yeah. One thing that I've been thinking about trying to see if I can find here where I live, I haven't tried checking yet. I've had it in places where I've lived in the past, but I wasn't into junk journaling at the time. I was into different things, and so this would be really, really nice now, and that would be the just a second. My brain is picking out a piece of paper here, and I can't think and obviously do it at the same time. Wallpaper books. I used to have a whole bunch of them, and I've thought about seeing if I can get a few, but I've not actually tried to do that as of yet. It's not like I don't have things to work with, and part of me is like, oh man, really? Do you honestly want to, oh, that'll just fit. Do you want to just crowd your room even more? I've got so many books and I've got so much paper as it is. Honestly, I won't live long enough to, create all of the wonderful things that can be created with papers. That is a given. It just won't happen. So you can see that just by giving a little bit, and for some reason, yeah, that didn't lie down as snugly. Okay, there we go. It doesn't take a whole lot. Now you could also do, you guys, you could certainly do washi tape on the edges. You could do fabric on the edges, glue that. That would look really nice. Selvages. I love fabric selvages. Those are so cool. And with this particular journal, because this is the size page, I don't want to extend any further out or it won't fit. It'll hang out. And that's a cool look too, but for these little journals, I want to keep them small. I want to keep them doable. But anyway, you can, just to give you guys ideas, you can do fabric, you can do decorative edging, you can do collage around. This is kind of what this is, collage, but in just a very simple way. I'm just cutting that back so it feels like it's the same width. And now to decide whether I want to do a little strip of washi tape or whether I want to glue on another little strip of paper. Let's take a look here at what I'm already tearing that apart. Not meaning to, just maybe one of these to give just a little bit of a decorative something or other. How do we get it out? How do we get it out? what if we do the, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's do something a little bit different. Yeah, let's try this one. See how it looks. So when I get these done, I will do a video showing them, and then I think we'll call it good for the fall. I suppose I could do more, but I'm not really planning on doing any more. And besides that, Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny'll do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, God bless you. And I'm not even from England. And by the way, I was very, very sad to hear about Queen Elizabeth. I thought she was a lovely person, and I thought she did a wonderful job as queen. That's not something that in my country, we don't have kings and queens. So it's kind of fun. So here's a really nice, good, sturdy page now. And what you can do for your journal, I mean, these are just fun because they're different types of papers. But what you can always do is you can put fun images to make it more decorative. You can, if you were to put, say for instance, some of our coffee dyed papers glue on there, then you could write on that. So you have different options that you can do. For now, I'm just going to leave these as they are. And this is not straight, and it's kind of driving me nuts. So I'm going to trim it up. I know you guys, I'm really anal about some things. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But that works better for me. So I just have to do that 2 more times, but I won't do that on camera. We'll switch to something else so that you can see a little something else. Let's do just a decorating of a guest check. You can still buy these in the store. It's got a cardboardy, or yeah, thickness a little bit, cardstock. This has been coffee dyed with a pattern, and now we're just going to do just a teeny bit of decorating. So let me get some things out. And what I like to do when I'm doing that is I like to have a few pages that are handy that I can rip if need be. Okay, show you what I mean. Okay, so, and I am loving my tear ruler right now. I'm so in love with my tear ruler. I know that sounds so strange, doesn't it? You're in love with what? Oh, my tear ruler. Yeah, that just seems very bizarre, but it's true. I guess there are worse things, right? And if you've watched, where's my glue page? Some of the other videos, you may have seen this as well. But sometimes it's just kind of nice to take a look at different things, and you get different ideas. And what I'm doing certainly isn't like oh wow, yeah, that's the, you got to do that. That's amazing. It's just something, right? And but I like to keep little bits of pages, a variety, so that I can use them as I'm collaging, trying to put down a little cluster or a little something for impact. I just like the look of different prints. I like the colors of different papers, the thicknesses. It's an amazing way to be able to bring in and use some of those vintage papers that we really can't have them stand on their own because they're going to just maybe fall apart or something that way. But that when you put them in a little grouping, and see how fun, just a little grouping this way. And then let's bring in, I also printed out some more of, so I've got these fun stamps. I even have some Artie Mae's, some ticket thingies. I've got some other pockets and some little spots that we can, that could be nice. Ooh, that could be nice. Let's do that. Let's do it, my dears. Don't overthink it. Just do it. And see, I'm totally covering that up if I use that. But I'm okay with that because I like the way this looks. So we'll just set these out of the way. Sometimes it's just a matter of juggling your stuff from one spot to another. Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. Now, let's see if we've got I'm looking at some phrases and words and just looking to see if I maybe have something down here that we can add easily that's going to look nice. Let's see. This is Tim Holtz. I haven't even used that one, but I've got a few things here that could work maybe. Curiosities, shipment collect. I don't know, a ton of these could, a lot of these could work. Let's go ahead and just cut. The whole idea with these rub-ons, these are rub-ons. And I honestly don't use rub-ons very often. And it's not because of anything other than I really don't think about it. And I don't have a lot of them. So let's go ahead and, oh, come on. All right. So let's put this down. I like that. And then let's just get our bone folder and just, you're supposed to just rub. Let's see if we can do it to where it will work or if it's gonna be a disaster. And I'm going to show you basically what not to do. Because anything can happen, you guys, when you're doing one of these things. Anything can happen. Is that even... Is that coming? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? No, I don't think it is yet. I don't have a popsicle stick. Let's see what else I might be able to use. Reaching over, reaching. Sorry for the reach. Sorry for the reach. Let's get my little wooden... I might not like this. I might not like this, you guys. There may be a very good reason why I don't do these. There may be a very, very, very good reason. All right, let's see. Oh, there we go. Voila, voila. Now, the fun thing about this, and this video is getting way too long here, so you can ink around here, give it some edge, but this would be a fun one to put like a little tab right here. Either if you've got a whale tail, something like that could be fun, or I've been having a good time using those anyway that I showed you with the tickets, which you certainly could do that way. Oh, let's see. Maybe we could use a couple of these. I could do one and something like so. That needs to be, I have to measure it to make sure that I don't go out further than the 4 inches. And then what you can also do is you can put something on the bottom. You know, you don't have to, when you get a small thing like this, I actually really enjoy building it up and adding funky papers together. Like even doing something like this would be fun. If you have to get it the right size, right? So that it's about the right height. And either glue or stitch together. Let's see, what's another thing? This is just a little, you could put it together with something like this. You could put it together with fabric. You can put some lace on the bottom, you know, something like that around. Here's another paper. You could... Okay, you can kind of leave this sort of plainish so you can have writing down there. Let's see, a couple of other possibilities. This is just, and I don't know what I'm actually going to do. This is kind of cool. I'm liking this, but I'm also liking the idea of putting some of the more decorative papers, you know, the more foliage. Now look at that. Look how cool that looks. I like that. And it gives it a whole different look, a whole different feel. You can cut this down and you can have the writing here. You can decorate, you can glue, you can stitch. You could add this and then you could add a ruffle like so. Ooh, I might do that here to give it just some fun, just for a little something different. So, okay, I think that we're gonna call that good for this video. I'm gonna continue to decorate. Yeah, I'm just happy that you guys have joined me, and I hope that there's been at least something that has been fun or inspirational, or just, if nothing else, that you're just like, Rhonda, you're crazy, but I love you. And I'm been like, yeah, that's cool too, because I love you. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you love it here. I absolutely adore my subscribers. You are important, and you make it so much more enjoyable for me to do these videos. There would be no point to do this, videos like this if you weren't out there. And so many of you have honored me with your love and your prayers and your well wishes, and you're just pat yourself on the back. You're just amazing. That's all there is to it. You're just really cool. So, all right, you guys, we will see you in another video, hopefully very soon. So, bye-bye now. Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.